Hello, everyone. Again, I greet you with the words of the Lord Jesus, Shalom Aleichem, peace be with you. Today is the Saturday of Memorial Day weekend, and the thing I want to talk about today is the whole business of grief and loss that people have been feeling since the beginning of the pandemic and the lockdowns that have occurred since that point in time. During meetings that I've had on Zoom this week that have involved clergy from the Northeast Association of Wisconsin Conference, a great deal of discussion came into the business of what people have been grieving, mourning, feeling sad for in this time. And there certainly has been a certain amount of grief and loss that people have felt. They may not have always been aware of it, and sometimes the reaction to that can be a little bit delayed. But perhaps some of us are feeling that now, a sense of loss for the things that were not able to play themselves out the way they should have. There are persons who have lost their jobs. There are persons who have lost a sense of security. There are persons who have felt that their world has been turned upside down, no longer able to meet with friends, no longer able to visit the places that were so much a part of life and routine. There are the whole slew of holidays and special occasions whose celebrations have been altered because of social distancing and lockdowns in effect. Certainly, if you've got a member of your family that's graduating from high school or college, the class of 2020 has experienced a certain amount of loss, not being able to experience commencement and the end of the school year as the classes that have come before them have. There's a sense of loss in all of that, too. There is a sense of loss in not being able to meet as a church community for a good number of people. All along, if we think about it, there are all kinds of things that we have lost during this time. Perhaps we're not always keenly aware of it, but over the time, that will come to surface. I always think that grief manifests itself one way or another. We may delay experiencing it for a time, but sooner or later, it comes to the surface. And the thing that I would like us to be mindful of is when we experience times of grief, God is there in the midst of us. God is there with us as we experience loss and mourning. And perhaps the Psalms are best understood when we go through times of mourning and grief, because a good number of the Psalms have reflected that sense of loss and anguish, and that can become a source of inspiration and help to us too in these times. If you're feeling a sense of loss and grief during this time, you are certainly not alone. Most of us, I think, in one way or another have felt pangs of regret for the things that have not come to pass that we looked forward to. Until we have a chance to meet again, Shalom Aleichem, peace be with you.